time is one of my favourite places. On the excuse me, on the west coast of the Isle of Man. It's part of Peel. So Peel's got this gorgeous crescent sandy beach on one side, and then there's this small kind of causeway that joins the main island to this tiny island called St Patrick's Isle. And on top of St Patrick's Isle are the remains of an ancient castle. They reckon it's at least 1,200 years old. And beneath that, in the rocks there, I love the rocks there, is this gorgeous cave that my mer pals and I, you met my mer pals, right? And my mer pals and I, we go in there and we sing together because it's just gorgeous. But you can only get in the cave at a very, very low tide, or you have to swim in. But recently, I think it was February this year, there was one of those named storms, and it dumped a whole load of shells in the cave so much that you can't get in. I know! It'll come back again. The waves will take them back again. And you saw some of the lovely patterns that the shells make. So there's an industry on the Isle of Man, the Queenie industry, and it's basically scallops. But they're baby scallops. Apparently they're very tender. When they harvest the scallops, they put the shells around the corner from Fenella, and then the waves just bring them back in. So the beach itself is often just strewn with these gorgeous shells. But they've decided not to do it anymore. Don't know what we're going to do without those lovely shells. But apparently they're going to use them on the agricultural land because it's full of goodness. So that's not a bad thing. And you met my mum, Maggie? I love that I'm on stage with her every night. And she looks happy, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So we're going to take a little trip down memory lane, and we're going to go to 1986 first. Because we can. And in 1986, The Life and Loves of a She-Devil was first broadcast, and I sang the theme tune for that. And I happen to know the composer of the song, Pete Filial, and we bonded over the fact that we're both islanders. He's from the island of Jersey. And when I first moved to the UK in 1983, I met him pretty quickly after I moved. He lived in London, so I used to go down to London every couple of months and demo some of his songs, including Warm Love Gone Cold, which became the theme tune. And I don't know, I must have recorded that for him like 3 years before the show. And when it came time to choose the theme tune, he offered the producers of the show 4 songs, completely different songs, but he thought that they each represented the theme. And they chose not only his song, but they chose my voice as well, which was thrilling for us. And I think I was 24 at the time, but I do believe I look about 12. The older we get, we all think, oh my God, I don't remember looking that young, right? And it's the only single I've ever had. I had a single! When you have a single, and it was a 45, when they did that. They booked a high qualified, brilliant, apparently, photographer, and he brought with him, professional makeup artist. Like the whole thing was like, oh my God! And it took the makeup artist 4 hours to make me look like I had no makeup on. Oh yeah. But neither of them were happy with my hair. I don't have a lot of hair now, but I had a bit more hair then when I was younger, and it was darker, obviously. But they just weren't happy with it, so they collaborated in the corner, connived, and they came up with this idea that made them feel really good, and that was to put toilet roll holders in the back of on one side of each head. On one side of each head? How many heads do I think I've got? Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So that it pushed my hair forward to make it more fulsome. You'll see it in a minute. It was not the most confidence-building trick, I have to say, for myself. However, it's a story. So the song's called One Love Gone Cold. And this is my abridged version because we don't have the wonderful Richard Thompson. Where is he when you need him, right? So here we go. And please don't tell anybody, but I nicked the titles of the show off YouTube to put on here. I don't think you're allowed to do that, but it's purely illustration. Right, so, you know.
Right, here we go. Wish me luck. Here we go.
I've been thinking that love's so hard. When you turn the deck and get the lowest card, and no one seems to know when it's sweeter than a rose, and doors begin to close on love that never grows. Did you ever feel the call to rest? Or maybe end up making do with second best? Now the time's passed, it seems the die is cast, and leaves are falling fast on love that never lasts. Something's telling me my heart is dying. Could it be forever the story's told? When all I ever give you are ways to say goodbye in. Warm love gone cold. Something's telling me my heart is dying. Could it be forever the story's told? When all I ever give you are ways to say goodbye in.